Hi, my name is Amy Cagle and I'm presenting on the dynamics of family violence. It is a sensitive topic and I hope to present it in a fair and respectful manner. We are focusing on family violence through the lens of exchange theory, but before we get to that, let's explore the cycle of violence. Beginning with the tension phase, the abuser here becomes angry and unpredictable. They may get upset over little things or make threats. In the next stage, the abuser escalates and the victim not only experiences physical violence, but typically emotional and mental abuse as well. Next comes the honeymoon phase, where the abuser may apologize or try to make up for their actions. Often gifts are given or the abuser acts extra loving. Other times the abuser blames the victim or even denies or minimalizes their actions. When that phase is over, the cycle starts again. From Brother Garner's presentation, it is important to note that the longer the abuse occurs, the more frequent and intense the episodes become. We will now watch a clip from the movie Safe Haven. Notice how quick the cycle runs. This is because the abuse at this point has been going on for some time. To set up the scene, the main character has already left her abusive husband, changed her name and appearances, and moved far away. She is currently the one riding the bike and having flashbacks of the abuse. The scene starts while they are in the honeymoon phase. Please note that the video ends before the episode gets really violent, but if you are sensitive to the topic, you may want to choose to skip watching it. I left timestamp instructions in the post, but in case you missed it, the clip here is exactly 2 minutes long. If that helps, you can fast forward that now.
Something smells amazing.
Hey, you're home early.
Oh.
So how was your day?
Tiring, sweaty, hot, horrible.
Lovely.
It's an excuse to give my wife a gift.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it's really gorgeous.
May I?
Of course.
This is the best pie I've ever tasted.
Yeah? It's a recipe.
So good, so good.
Thank you. Are you done with this?
You think I'm done with that?
No. It's just coming in for you some more.
Do you want to say something?
I don't have anything to say. I don't have any luck.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. I don't want anything.
How many times do you have to hear me say I'm sorry? You won't let it rest. Every moment of every day you want to apologize. You make me.
No, it's fine. I promise. It's fine.
This brings us to the most asked question when it comes to family violence. Why? Why do people stay? Last week we learned about the exchange theory and how the concepts of rewards, cost, and profit help determine our actions. Since dynamics of family violence falls under the exchange theory, we must look at the rewards versus the cost. First, we will look at just some of the cost of staying in a violent situation. This is not an extensive list, just some of the basics. There is physical pain, emotional pain, living in fear, worry the abuse will spread to the children, not living a normal life, which can also mean they don't always have access to family and friends. Their normal relationships are often cut off. They can experience low self-esteem and lack of support. Now on to the rewards. They may not be as obvious, but you will see by applying the theoretical propositions of exchange theory, we can better understand why the victims stay. The first one of the rewards is security. This includes financial security, because they often have the lack of resources to get out on their own. Feeling helpless to make a change, so sometimes it's easier just to stay in. Fear of retaliation if they leave, so they feel more secure if they're there, and concerned about providing for or losing their children if they did leave. There's also comfort. They know what to expect. The alternative future is what's unknown. Believe that the long-term outcomes will also improve. Or they worry about the social stigma of leaving. Another reward is love. There's a reason why they are with the person they're with. They love them. They often believe the abuser will change, or they blame themselves. Again, this is also not an extensive list, but just looking at the theoretical propositions of the exchange theory, we can see how some of the rewards may overset the cost. The questions abuse victims often ask themselves when they consider leaving are, will I be better off and can I do it? Their responses to these questions show how they view their personal costs versus their rewards, and is a high predictor if they will choose to leave or not. We will now watch a short clip from the movie Kindergarten Cop. Pay attention to the mother's reaction and consider the costs and rewards that might be going on through her mind. And how can you tell? Also consider the teacher and his reactions. Although we are specifically studying family theories, the concepts of social exchange theory encompasses every type of relationship. In this particular case, it includes the one between the teacher and the abused student, the family, as well as the other students and the community.
Keep going. Sorry, it's nice to late. The car wouldn't start. Keep it going. I'm not sure.
Hi, Jan.
I feel down again.
Hey, wait a minute.
I forgot to close the door to the basement, and Zach had a bad fall. The doctor says it looks much worse than it really is.
Sure, you all say the same thing. The kid fell down the steps. Don't you have anything better to say than that?
It's true. But I don't have to justify myself to you. You don't have any right talking to me like that.
How you doing? You must be the Mr. Kimball we hear so much about. You hit the kid, I hit you. You're it. Present charges against you.
Well, there really was a lot going on in that 1-minute clip that we can explore and expand on. Please comment with your thoughts on how the mom could be using exchange theory to justify the abusive relationship that has obviously costs for her and her son. I will be sharing mine as well. Thank you for watching. I look forward to reading your thoughts and discussing this further.